Recently, the market share of SUV is increasing day by day. In the past, most companies had SUV models, but they were not as diverse as the sedan lineup. However, ride comfort of SUV has improved as much as the sedan, and fuel economy has improved due to engine downsizing. So, the supply and demand of SUV have also increased. In addition, as more people enjoy camping and various leisure activities, so they prefer their cars which can carry more luggage. Therefore, more consumers are naturally looking for the SUV. Currently, some companies boast a more diverse SUV model lineup than sedan. As the preference for SUV is increasing now, interest in 8-cylinder large SUV has also increased. In particular, a number of companies introduced large SUV with a new design and launched the 2021 model in this year. Today, we will look at 6 large SUV that have changed their model from the 2021 model. The Chevrolet Tahoe and Suburban both have same design. Suburban is an extension model of Tahoe. It has a longer trunk length, and the price is about $2,500 more expensive. The base engine is a 5,300cc 8-cylinder with 355 horsepower and 383 pounds of torque. The Tahoe and Suburban have been loved by Americans for a long time and are quite common on the streets of the US. However, the interior of the previous version was similar to a pickup truck, so people give a favorable comment for this new design. The screen has expanded from the previous 8-inch to 10.2-inch screen, but there is no small storage space behind the screen as previous model. The center console allows sliding movement with a button and has more storage space. The gear shift lever, which can be seen on the truck, has been neatly changed with a button next to the screen. You have to pull the levers for reverse and drive gear, and you push the buttons for parking and neutral gear. The large headlights stood out as a strength of the design in the previous model, but in new model it became very slim. The fog light under the bumper was also removed, but it doesn't look simple because of the large grille. The height of the rear bumper is clearly increased, and the trunk door seems to have become smaller, and mufflers are installed on both sides. The Tahoe has 30% more cargo space than the previous model, and the Suburban has 19% more space. The height adjustment function of the vehicle body, which was proud of the Land Rover, is now available on this Chevrolet model. You can use the navigation function on the rear seat screen, and it can be transmitted to the front seat screen. Next, we are going to talk about GMC Yukon. All Yukon specs and interior design have been same as Chevrolet Tahoe. The exterior design of 2021 Yukon model does not look much different from the 2020 design, but we should pay attention for Denali. Everyone knows about the Denali. It has had only different grille design before. 2021 Yukon Denali has also different interior design, not only grille. Denali's engine is identical to the Tahoe's top trim, while the interior looks even more sophisticated. Denali's control buttons are also more sophisticated. The display of fuel level and temperature on the dashboard look also better than the Tahoe. Which car would you prefer? Tahoe or Yukon Denali? I prefer the Yukon Denali if the price is not much different. Okay, let's take a break while we are watching about Maybach GLS video. Many people know about it, but according to news sources, the Maybach GLS will be released in 2021. The engine is 4,000cc with 8 cylinders and 550 horsepower. Wow, awesome! The EPU boost a 48-volt electric power assist to increase 21 more horsepower and draw 184 pounds more. The interior is same design with currently Mercedes interior, and the Maybach emblem is displayed on the brakes and accelerators to make use of the details. The back seat is a luxurious interior space that is literally a seat for the chairman. The price is still undecided, but many of us are not curious. Next, the news from BMW. You might know the even-numbered model of the BMW is the coupe style. In this year, as the X5 model changed, the large SUV model X7 was launched as a new SUV lineup. This is not official announced yet, but as the current evaluation of the X7 is good, industry officials have agreed that the release of the X8 will be considered enough. If the X8 is released, the interior and engine performance will be same as the X7, and the load capacity in the trunk is expected to be slightly reduced. Exterior will look like not much different with the X7 and the back part of the X6. Despite the current pandemic, the sales of BMW SUV in the US is almost the highest level ever, so we can expect the sales of the X8 also. Okay, we're gonna come back to the US again. 3 GM affiliates launched the new large SUV for the 2021 model. Chevrolet and GMC, which we introduced earlier, right? Another company is the pride of American cars, Cadillac. The main model of Cadillac that impresses in the United States is the Escalade. It's been reborn as the model change. The newly introduced Escalade has drastically reduced the headlights and raised the LED lamps in the fog lights. The emblem on the back is the trunk door button, and an option to open even if you stretch your foot under the bumper was introduced. The new design on the steering wheel that green lights. Currently, Cadillac's self-driving cruise system is a very advanced technology than other companies. The Cadillac added a new trim. Sports trim has the all-black color design instead the chrome designs. The 8-cylinder 6,200cc engine in all trim is identical to the top models of Chevrolet and GMC. Oh, you know what? You can choose the diesel engine, which is 3,000cc at same price. It's 277 horsepower and 460 pounds of torque. The price of the full option seems to be a little over $100,000. Last one. The Jeep Grand Wagoneer. For a long time, the Grand Cherokee has been the largest SUV in the Jeep, right? It was really ironic that there was no large SUV in Jeep that only produces SUV models. But this time, Grand Wagoneer has reappeared. From 2016, the Jeep has sometimes announced that they would release models larger than the Grand Cherokee. This August, they started posting some photos about the Grand Wagoneer through their Twitter. On September 3rd, they finally uploaded a YouTube video to reveal the teaser. Christian Maneuver, who is global director of Chrysler Group, made a presentation about the new Grand Wagoneer. Prior to this presentation, he had a time for announced about the Wrangler for XE. The Grand Wagoneer was discontinued in 1991, and it revived as a new model after 20 years. The interior is even comparable to the design of any premium company. First of all, it is very impressive that there is a screen in front of passenger. That looks like a concept car, but it will be actually released. The main screen on the center is 12 inches, and the passenger seat screen is 10.2 inches touch screen. Christian Maneuver did not disclose the exact engine spec, but he emphasized eco-friendly hybrid engine. It's probably expected to have the same engine lineup as the Grand Cherokee. In the case of large SUV, it had the same ride comfort as a truck in the past. But now, it has a cozy feeling and less vibration driving capability even in high-speed driving. These advantages made many drivers have a desire to purchase a large SUV. We looked at a new large SUV models. If you have any information about other models we know, let me know in the comments. And I'd like to hear about which large SUV you like. Please share in the comments. I will come to the next video. Thank you.